I am revisiting the Trump-Zelensky confrontation, and this time I am performing a non-verbal communication analysis. Yes, because I am hearing quite a bit of misinformation regarding this clash, even from so-called non-verbal communication specialists who emphasize emotions on the protagonist's faces, emotions that are not present, or rather, they are not the emotions being portrayed. There exists an element that absolutely no one, and I genuinely mean not a single person, has brought to attention, and I uncovered it during the last night's session in my nonverbal communication class. Together with my students, we performed considerably better than the so-called experts in the domains of geopolitics, communication, and journalism. So please take a look at this specific image. I'll give you 10 seconds to notice a detail that nobody else mentions. Did you find it? Let me tell you. Why are the President of the United States of America and the Vice President dressed identically? And it is not the standard protocol because attire in nonverbal communication, even within official settings, plays a highly significant role in emphasizing the specific importance of one particular figure compared to another. Yet in this instance, Trump and Vance are dressed in an identical manner, resembling mirror images of one another. Identical blue suits, matching red ties, and similar white shirts. This particular situation tends to convey a somewhat subconscious signal to the interlocutor regarding potential role confusion. If the distinction in attire is intended to clarify roles, then dressing in the same manner signifies precisely the opposite effect. Thus, I would find myself concerned with pondering a question. Between the two, Trump or Vance, who is genuinely the one making the significant decisions? What prompted them to dress in such an identical manner? Since someone mentioned protocols allegedly violated by Zelensky, what exactly does this protocol violation entail? Is it unintentional? Didn't they reach an agreement on it beforehand? Do they truly go shopping for clothing together? Seriously, no, really, because this evidently demonstrates how the entire meeting was essentially a trap. A trap meticulously orchestrated for Zelensky to make him appear in the global perspective as the individual accountable for the ongoing conflict. Unless he complies with the obligations enforced upon him to attain a peace which clearly is not genuine peace, because an enforced peace is not true peace, it is a capitulation, it is distinct, I conclude by presenting you with an image. On Vance's expression, there is an absence of frustration, sadness, or disappointment. Instead, there is an overwhelming sense of satisfaction with the accomplished objective, which is having orchestrated a trap for Zelensky, effectively demonstrating to the world that he is accountable for not signing the agreement. I also encourage you to observe how, from a particular moment onward, especially in the final few minutes, he becomes increasingly impatient to depart from that meeting. The meeting is over. He repeatedly makes gestures with his left hand showing restlessness and impatience. He wants everything to end because it's pointless to continue. The outcome is achieved. That is, the world knows that if the war doesn't end, it's Zelensky's fault. Perfect trap. Nothing is ever quite as it initially appears.